Rob, wake up.
Hello, everyone. I would like to talk to you about...
Rob,
Did
go to
you
sleep.
know-
Go to sleep.
Black Mirror episode 3, 0 out of 10. It's called Rachel, Jack and Jill, and Miley Cyrus.
To give something a 0 out of 10, it would literally not
Jeff,
have
Jeff,
to not exist.
Jeff,
What?
0
No,
out of 10.
The episode was bad, but a 0 out of 10 means nothing existed, period.
That would have been.
I
maybe
would
better.
rather it said Black Mirror, season 5,
Black
episode
screen.
3.
Black Mirror, black screen.
Yeah,
On brand.
They tried Bandersnatch, and then this one's just gonna be like black screen for an hour.
The first quarter of the episode was good.
This episode was written by an 8th grade girl.
Yes, but so here's my take on this, right? I thought what was gonna happen is they were gonna take this like Disney Channel original movie and turn it into super dark Black Mirror mode.
Yeah.
But that never happened. So once it transitioned to like, once I realized that wasn't gonna happen, then I was like, oh, this is terrible.
This was just like another season of Hannah Montana. It's like Hannah Montana never stopped, and Billy Ray Cyrus died, and then like the uncle adopted her, and then gave her away to someone. And I'm just like, what is actually happening?
It had so much potential.
It felt cringy. Like I couldn't.
Yeah,
And
it was terrible, but yeah.
I was trying to give them more credit too than they deserved ultimately, because I'm like, well, maybe this is actually really meta, and they're commentating on typical Disney
Nope.
Channel movie like just getting way too.
That's what
into
it should have been until the writing got really bad all of a sudden.
Don't stop casting singers into your. I know she was an actor, but stop casting singers into your damn
There
shows.
was nothing wrong with her performance on that. In fact, everything surrounding Miley Cyrus as Ashley O, besides the robot, I don't count that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like her character and like her environment and all that stuff, I thought was good.
Have you
I
ever heard of
enjoyed
the
that part.
band The White Stripes?
Yeah.
Dale, White Stripes.
Yeah,
What's the front man's name?
Jack White.
Great. What's
Cool
the
guy.
drummer's name?
Meg
No one
White.
knows her name.
Yeah.
Nope. No one knows her name. You want to know why? Because she just phoned it in. She just does an average performance and keeps the beat going.
But when she makes the beat, the drum set clones itself and goes down the street.
No,
Without
that's
her-
me in editing.
No. Every time she goes thump, it goes.
No, you're thinking of Icky Thump.
That was a good song.
But this one literally, like, yeah, I wouldn't say she did a bad job. I wouldn't be like, okay, cut. It was more that she showed up and just did her things. Like, maybe it wasn't her fault because maybe the script was just awful.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was, because even when the two of us were watching it, there was a defining moment where we're like, oh no, this is bad. Basically, once she inhabited the Ashley 2 robot, that's when it just went terrible. Because for me, what made it even worse, other than the campiness of the dialogue with the robot.
You mean when
with
she
its-
breaks the One Punch Man limiter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like even before that, when
before
the
that.
sisters are like, let's go on a cool teen adventure together, we'll like bond. That's when it got really bad.
So my moment was when she ate the laced like Chinese food and just insta passed out, because it takes your body a while to digest food before that would happen. So she would have been sitting there having that conversation for at least an hour before that hit.
So for me, it was just too bad.
Wait.
For
There was
And why is dude's mouse programming computer fully compatible with her Ashley O toy?
oh, he's using Linux.
No drivers, nothing. It just works, and it can read. It could brain scan something that's never been plugged in that computer before.
Yeah, it didn't even
As a
ask for-
nerd, no.
It didn't even ask, no updates.
actually, oh my god, now that we're talking about it, I'm like, oh, I'm seeing the signs of how it was way worse earlier than that. Like, even when they were at the talent show and you see the dad in the background, like, typical negligent father, let me go focus on work. That
Yeah,
was like,
this
there were just
was-
so many
this-
tropes.
Kudos to that janitor, though. He was cool.
No,
I'm just a janitor.
too many tropes for the episode to even be considered watchable. Like, oh, what if the sitcom dad was all like, I can't care about my daughters even though the mother mysteriously died, trope number 2. Oh, you have a talent show, literally trope number 3. Can't be there for trope number 4.
Look at the sad daughter.
Oh, and I have a blue-collar job, and I'm one invention away from being a super millionaire, trope number 6. Like,
The two
And then they-
sisters who are polar opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the aunt, like, I'm just super sinister and
Super
heartless.
evil, like just bad movie villain aunt. Yep.
Yeah.
And can I also say this? So
Terrible car chase.
hold on. Hannah Montana's plot was what? She was living a double life, right?
I don't know. I've never watched.
Shut up. Whatever.
Okay.
She's
what was
living,
the plot like, Rob?
I'll tell you. She's living a double life, right? She's the singer, and then she wants to be a girl, right? And then when you're watching, I mean, like a normal human girl. Like, I want to go shopping and buy drugs and stuff. I don't, whatever you girls do out there. Don't look at me. She's in the limo, right? And she's clearly on some depressive state. And Cruella DeVille, the aunt, is like, let's use this one for Instagram because reasons we're still using
Get
Instagram.
more
And,
of a Maleficent vibe.
yeah. But they're still using Instagram in the year like 4000, whatever. It's a good test of time Instagram, I guess. But she's
What happened to Smithereen?
Oh, that. What do you mean? It got
Well, she
closed
said
down.
social, so it could be anything.
Whatever. So,
Persona?
so she looks out the window and sees like a bunch of girls like waiting in line and stuff and doing whatever they're doing, and she's like, "I don't want to be famous." And I'm literally like, you can't just keep making Hannah Montana episodes. Like, this has to be different. It's the same thing. And then literally, the doll. Now she's literally living a double life where she's like, oh, she also has a wig on. She's this singer, but she's also this doll. And then her persona became the doll. Like, her mind became that. I'm like, what is this? This is just Hannah Montana 2000. Like, it just felt like space.
I mean, I agree that Miley Cyrus was kind of playing herself because she did have that period of time, I believe, when she kind of freaked out, right? I mean, I don't know too much about Miley Cyrus, but she was like Disney star, and then
Oh,
she
you're
started,
thinking
started singing, and she was doing like the real poppy stuff.
that's
then she
when
just started,
that's
like,
when the
opening her mouth
demon
more.
Beelzebub
And then she went
infected
dark.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the demon of Beelzebub
Yeah.
infected her, made her go all crazy, and then when she was cured and it got shot into Katy Perry.
Don't you mean the demon of childhood stardom?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, but yeah, so I felt like she was almost acting out her own life a little bit there. So I really was into her character. I thought that character taken out of everything else was good, in my opinion.
Like I said, I just think the episode was just so awful.
The writing around everything else was bad,
Yeah.
but she was believable to me.
Well, let's talk about a couple of things, right? Some major plot points. You know, she gets the doll, major plot point, and it encourages Rachel, the blonde little girl, I think she was her 15th birthday, to be better, right? And of course, trope number, I don't even know, Dad, you know her birthday is Wednesday. She sounds like that now. And the dad's like, I knew that. My mustache is a different color, but I knew that.
And like we loaded her whole memory into this doll or whatever they said, and I'm like, okay, so it's gonna gain sentience.
We loaded the entire plot
Which-
into this doll.
which I thought would have been cool, but it was done so bad.
Yeah, so major plot point, and then, you know, Miley Cyrus, whatever her name is, Ashley O, wants to be a normal girl, and so she stops taking her medications and stuff like that, wants to stop performing. The aunt essentially grinds it up and poisons her, knowing that she's going into a coma, and then wants to extract her brain cells because she sees her playing sad Coldplay music. And she's like, no Coldplay.
What do you think, just like the other episodes where you're like, I think it's going to go this way, what was the best case scenario?
Then I turned the episode off.
No. Like, where did you think it would, like, where do you think they would have taken it? That you would have
Like,
enjoyed,
if I
you
had
know?
to start, like, from, like,
Because, like you
Inception.
were saying, you're like, well, I'm expecting it to get, like, super dark. Like, what were you picturing happening?
I was thinking something along the lines of the doll, I don't know, gaining sentience in a better way. Or maybe the dad started experimenting on it or something like that. Like, that would have made more sense because he actually at least knows how to use the software.
Yeah, like she gets
Or
the robot
it
and
getting-
it wasn't as good as it was, so the dad's like, I can make this better for you.
Yeah, or it getting crossed over with its, like, with the rat experiments or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what was going to happen, but I thought the doll was going to gain sentience and then try to be her, like, try to kill
I thought for a
Ashley,
moment,
or
I
it was
thought-
going to manipulate Rachel into doing something horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna think that was gonna try and make Rachel kill her sister or something. Like, hey, I'm doing the stuff your sister should do, and she's getting kind of jealous.
It's gonna get like that Chucky thing with the doll, like turn to his sister and be like, "I'll kill you." Like if you
Yeah.
don't hurt Rachel, she's my master, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly though, so if I was the head of this project and someone's like, and they drop this off, right? And then you're there as well too, saying like, I don't like this. Maybe we can change this into, that with the Chucky thing. I still have taken the entire script and just been like, No, none of that. It can't happen. Like, I don't think it was salvageable. I think this should have been a scrapped idea. They gave us 3 episodes, I think, for the season. That one should have not been included.
It was just too... I can't remember what episode it was, but there was an episode in a previous season where someone's, like, I guess mind or being was trapped in a device.
Yeah.
It showed how, like, painful that existence
was. The one with
was.
John Hamm was in it, right?
I think so. I can't remember. But just observing, like, everything that's going on and how, like, torturous that is. But I feel like this was just, like, they kind of did it already in a better way, and it was, like, too convenient the way everything played out. It was just, like, it wasn't anything, like, I don't know. I feel like with every Black Mirror episode, it's, like, some sort of, like, revolutionary, like, wow, I didn't really see that coming, and that just did not happen at
And
all.
the toy was... Like, the toy version of Ashley O was way too okay with its existence.
Some of the other horrible things, like when the dad, which his name was Dad, I think, when he's showing them how he wants to become the king of the rats or whatever his plan was.
He's trying to quest for the royal icon.
I would totally drive that car around, though.
I'm a rat.
Ratmobile.
So when he's showing them and he just, like, blows up one of the rats, and she's like, is it okay? That thing's dead, right? So then she goes and gets the rat taser and brings it on the rat infiltration mission. And then Kogar is standing there like, "Arr!" It's like in Mario Party with those giant stones, like, "Arr!" It's basically him. And
The thwomps.
yeah, so someone goes to the bathroom, other girl's there, and he's like, you can't go over there, let me check it out. She throws the rat taser at him. He's like, let me cast that with my mouth. And his head blows up.
But then, what is she thinking in her mind? Like, I guess I'm killing somebody
Yeah,
today.
but smash cut to, they go upstairs, and the Ashley robot's just like, unplugs the machine, and like, you killed her, I can't believe you've done this. And the other girl's like, I can't believe she done this. Bitch, you just killed Kogar. You threw the thing, you even said, gee, I hope Dad changed the voltage on that thing.
But a taser strong enough to basically just accidentally kill a rat, I don't think would be strong enough to knock the dude out.
There
like
was
that.
smoke coming out of that rat.
Yeah, but it's a rat.
It's smoke. How high is the voltage on that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the physics of tasers. I don't know if Kogar's dead. But I don't think he should have gotten knocked out completely from that taser. I mean, a dude that size would have probably taken 2 hits from a real taser. Like
Yeah, but a
police
real taser, like, it's in you, and it's like,
turned down.
you
But
know.
a real taser would kill a rat.
I don't know if it would smoke like that, like a cooked.
I think it would. There's not enough meat for the electricity to get dissolved into. Like, it's.
I struck
it's
him in
this
the
big.
brain, dude. He's like, oh, fuck, exploded. And she's like, well, he's dead. Oh, whatever. The guy made $40,000 a year. His head exploded.
I'll give Kogar more credit than that.
So, and then the worst, it just gets worse from there. Once the doll gains sentience, it's just worse and worse.
Yeah.
You know, once Miley Cyrus is saved and they're bringing her down the stairs, like she's literally fighting with them, like, no, like, you don't do this to me or something, and freaking out. Bitch, you were just getting like Dracula to death, and I'm gonna put you in a rat car. I know that's weird, but let's get out of here. And what's the first thing they do, Jeff? They call the authorities because they know that they're gonna be the most helpful thing.
What?
Yeah, they call the authorities, right? Because
No, they don't do
they're
that.
just like, I was just locked up for a while, and I know that you have guns, and I know exactly where the criminal is. Nope. Instead, they just blow through traffic lights, almost get shot to death, and they crash through. Have you ever been to a stadium at all? There is no way.
No, she knew the secret way into. They made it a point to be like, oh, I know the secret way. Just drive right through it. We'll land right on stage.
Crashes through there, and everyone's just like, about to eat this giant hot dog right now. Oh! It gets up on there, and
They have their, like, this is another Scooby-Doo reference. Scooby-Doo moment. I mean, really.
stop making Scooby-Doo references.
Yeah.
You have 2 more for our whole career. And then it basically just ends. Miley Cyrus, she doesn't even deserve the stage name. Miley Cyrus gets out of the car.
She just gets out and flips her off. It's fade
You know
to
me,
black.
you know me, amazing. No. I would give this a 10 out of 10. If she got out of the car and went to flip her off, and the guy's like, gun! And they just like shoot her to death. Because she's reaching for something. You know, if you are in a high-speed chase and you crash through the basement of a stadium and reach for something to give someone a...
This was a Disney Channel original movie. They're not going to do that.
That's fair.
They gave him the okay to use the F-bomb several times,
Yeah.
but other than that, I actually thought, and I was kind of hoping this happened, that this was like a shameless plug for a new album that she did, which was just like grunge covers.
Oh no.
And I was like looking for it on the Spotify this morning. And
You
I was
hear
like,
that, Spotify?
And it was like 2017 was the last album, and I was like, never mind.
I mean, when I heard it at the end, I looked at to Dale and I was like, I feel like that's a real song, and they just stole it. They stole the lyrics and they stole the whole thing.
Another reason to hate it.
That's part of you get angry at something early on, and then there's nothing else that can forgive it
Yeah.
later. And
It's called an unbridled rage.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
Well, you should get that problem.
Like, the very end of the episode, I was like, that's a cool little ending.
So knowing that the song was an actual cover, I'm going to change my score to a -1 out of 10.
Okay.
I don't think this should have been ever written.
Well, you multiplied a positive by a negative, so you ended up with a negative, right? Because you were already in the negative world. Yeah. All right.
So look, you know that you're going to have, it's going to kind of be bad. I know Black Mirror has done it in the past where they got like B+, a little bit of an A-list celebrities who be in some of their episodes. I just knew there was going to be a problem when I saw it was going to be Miley Cyrus. So like, oh, we messed up. Someone's got to dig us out of this hole. And everyone's like, yeah, no way, I'm not going anywhere near that.
But you can't blame her for that. It wasn't her fault.
You're right, because the double sacks of money, she's like, what are those sacks of money?
No, like, just like it wasn't Daenerys' fault that Game of Thrones was messed up.
He just told me in the last
thought we
episode
were
not to make
talking
Game of
about
Thrones
this.
references.
No, like it's not Kit Harington's fault that Jon Snow's character arc is terrible. Like the acting was fine. She was good in the episode. It was just what she was given was terrible, and there was no saving it.
Why are we defending Miley Cyrus?
Because I want to defend her because there was nothing wrong with her in that whole episode.
You want to know why?
Because you keep bringing it back to
Jeff-
they put her in it. That's why it's bad.
Jeff downloaded VR chat. He's going to play as Miley Cyrus.
Maybe.
I'm on a roll because I'm a hoe.
But you keep going back to the reason that the episode is bad is because they put her in it. And
See,
I thought
one
she
of
was
the-
the only good thing about the damn episode.
That's really all I got. I'm going to do a really uncomfortable exit now.
Do we want to like plug our next thing? Because I don't think our subscriber or our community tab is coming up anytime soon. I don't know why. But
Yes.
We're probably going to do some E3 stuff next week.
Thanks. Good thing Jeff is here, guys. So, yeah, we have E3 right around the corner. We're going to do like a bad E3 kind of, I don't even know. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned for that. We hit over 1,000 subs, which
Yeah.
I don't know, like last month we're like, Jeff, look, 72 subs. Can you believe that your mom, my mom, Danielle's mom, all with different accounts love us so much?
Those are the people we tricked into subscribing.
Yeah. We're still at 900 subs. We don't count the first 100 that we tricked and twisted their arm.
No,
like,
we hit 1,100, remember?
oh, okay, so we
We
have
actually
1,000.
officially have 1,000 subs, yeah.
Wow. Thank you, everyone, for that. Give all of us some love, except for Jeff, in the comment section. Give him some hate about him loving the episode. He gave it a 10 out of 10, if you recall. See, it's me, Jeff, again. 10 out of 10. So you didn't even, he's a really good ventriloquist. I told you this was going to be a painful exit interview, and I'm just waiting because it's really hot in here, and I'm waiting for one of them to kind of be like, this is over.
I just need
Bye,
to breathe.
everybody.
Bye.